Hello all, welcome to Introduction to Databases and SQL course. In this session, we are going to discuss an important command, that is the query command in SQL, select. Let's begin. We have DDL, DML, DCL, TCL, etc. And we have also something called as DQL, data query language, or otherwise we can say the query command. The query command is select, and most of the SQL is about the select command only. Once you have your schema ready, the structure ready, and you have the database instance, now we can actually use this query command to fetch the records of our interest, or based on the requirement to retrieve the data from the database, we use this select command. The select statement or the command is used to select data from a database. So we know a database consists of so many tables. Now you can actually get the data from a single table, or otherwise you can actually fetch the data from multiple tables. So we have the concept called joins. You can join a number of tables and the select query can be given to all those tables, and we can actually fetch the knowledge or the data that we wish to have. And select command plays an important role in SQL. And let's come to the syntax. If at all you want to get all the records from a table, then you have to use this. Select star from table name. Star means all. You can get all the records, all the rows of a table just by saying star. And you are specific about your columns. So you have so many columns in a table and you are specific about the columns and you want to retrieve only few columns, then mention those columns and give the table name. And here we will use the keyword from also. Select star from table name, or select name age from table name. So these are the basic commands. And here, as part of this session, we are going to see only simple queries, how to make a query simple using the select. And there is so much about the select, and gradually we progress in the select. And a few of the classes that we will use with the select is where class. We can actually specify what data we want from a given table. You want all the data, all the column information, all the fields or specific fields, or you want the data based on certain condition. For example, select star from employee where city equal to Hyderabad, or where country equal to India, or where date of joining is greater than this particular date. Like that, you can actually give certain conditions. For that, you will use the where class. And you have order by class as well. You can order the results. You can order the records retrieved from the database in ascending order or descending order. We can actually use order by a specific column ascending. So you have to say ASC, or order by that specific column descending. And in fact, we can actually use something like distinct. Distinct means unique. For example, you want to select cities from your table. So for example, let's assume Pune has repeated a number of times. Now you want to get the unique city name. So you can actually say distinct. You will see examples. And limit is one of the useful keyword that is available. We can actually use that in query. We can limit the number of records which are retrieved from the select. I want 100 records only to be shown, or 10 record only to be shown. Okay, so in this way, we can actually use these things. So let's understand all of them. by writing certain queries on our database which we have created earlier. So let's actually go ahead to our DB. So my SQL command prompt is open. So let me make it a little bigger and select DB. So let's understand in which DB we are actually. So for that we have select database. Yeah, we are into my DB, and let's find out what are the tables that we have. We just created one employee table and later we have added data from this table to other table. So we have discussed, right? So how to create a table from other table and how to insert the data from one table to the other table. And let's actually find out the data from the employee. So for that, we require the select query. That's what we are discussing. So now let's say select star from EMP. Now star means it will actually fetch everything, all the records. So now we have 6 records in the employee table. So records or rows or tuples, these are all synonyms. Okay, select star from employee means you are getting all the records. Now you are interested only in employee ID and employee name. Then we can actually make the query like this. Select EMP ID, comma, EMP name. I'm interested only in these 2 columns. Select EMP ID, EMP name from table name. So that is EMP. Now you can actually see all the employee IDs and employee names. All you are seeing actually. So all the records. Now you would like to see only city. So select city from EMP. Now you will see all the cities. Of course, there are no duplicates. So you have all unique cities only, right? Okay. So let me actually go again here to select star from employee. So now here, if you see the pay, you have 78,000, 56,000, and again 75,000 twice you have actually, right? So now let me show you. Select pay from employee. So how many records you can get? 6 records. Fine. Select pay from the employee. You could able to get 6 records actually. But I can see some duplicates. Of course, there is only one duplicate, 75,000. Now I want to see the unique pay values. So then I can actually go for distinct keyword. Okay, so let me write the query. Select distinct. You have to write like this. Select distinct pay from EMP. Now you can actually see only 5 rows. Right? Out of the 6 rows, you are able to see 5 rows only because it is distinct, it is unique. Right? So 75,000 has come only once. These are the unique values. Fine. So this is how you can actually make use of the distinct. Okay, whenever you find duplicates. Okay, so let me now insert 2 more records over here. So how to write the insert query? So insert into EMP. So when I want to insert everything, then I need not to say anything over here. If at all I am specifically want to insert only few columns or few fields, then I have to give the values over here. That we have already understood, right? So insert into EMP values. Now I have to give everything in the order. So let me now give 139 and then employee name actually. So let me give some values like was and the city, let's say Pune. Okay, and then pay is about some 56,000 and date of birth, we have to give the date of birth as a string actually. So let me now give like this some 1980, let's say 12 and 12th month, and let's say 11th is the date actually. So this is one record. So let me add one more record. So I have to give the employee ID. Now let's say 111 is the employee ID. Employee name is going to be some name we can actually take, let's say Anil, and then the city name is going to be, let's say Hyderabad, and the pay is going to be like 78,000, and the date of birth is actually some date of birth I need to provide, let's say 1982. The month is going to be, let's say June, and the date is going to be, let's say 25. Right, so two records I have inserted. Now you select star from employee. So now you will have 8 records. Right, so now there are so many duplicate values. Right, so you have 78 is a duplicate, 75 is a duplicate, and 56 is a duplicate. So now let's run the distinct pay from the employee. So even though you have 8 records, you are now getting only 5 because rest 3 are duplicates. Even in the city actually. So if at all you want to select city, now you can say distinct city. Distinct city. Of course, there are 8 cities, but Hyderabad is actually the duplicate. So now you can say distinct city from employee. So now you are getting only 7 rows. Right? So that's about the distinct. And now we can actually uh, do some where class things actually. Right? So now I want to see the employees who is having the pay greater than or equal to 75,000. Okay, so how do I do actually? Or otherwise, I want to find the employees from Hyderabad. Okay, so for that, we need to use the where class, the simple where class. So now let's see here, select star from EMP where. So now you have to say where. So select everything from the employee where. So based on this condition actually, what is that condition? Where city equal to Hyderabad. So Hyderabad is a string, and now you can actually find there are 2 people, Geeta and Anil from Hyderabad, right? And for example, you want to find out the people who's having pay greater than 70,000. Select star from employee where pay greater than or equal to 75,000. Now you will have the people, 6 people actually. Now if you see the result, pay is either greater than or equal to 75. So 2 people are omitted because they have the pay 56,000. Right? You can actually add more conditions also. So for that, you can actually say, see, for example, select star from employee where pay greater than 75,000, and one more condition I want to check, and city equal to Hyderabad. Pay should be greater than or equal to 75,000 and city should be Hyderabad. Now you will be getting both the people actually. So there are 2 people whose salary is greater than or equal to 75,000. Now I am saying greater than or equal to, right? So if I say only greater, then I will be getting only one value. So that is Anil actually. Now you can say only Anil I got. So like that, we have different operators which will be working with the where class, right? And before I show you some theoretical part, let me actually tell you about the order by. So in order to do the order by, let me actually have select star from employee. So now I have all this data. So let's observe the data. Employee names you observe. So first the record is Ram, then Sita, Sam, Rita, Geeta, etc. Now I want to retrieve the data from the employee where all the data should be ordered by employee name ascending. So when I say ascending, Anil should come first, right? So I can actually make that. So select star from employee, order by, I want an order space by EMP name, employee name ascending, right? So ascending, we will specify with ASC. Select star from employee, order by employee name ascending. Now you can see the data ordered accordingly the ascending order of the employee name. So Anil, Geeta, Ram, Rita, Sam, Sita, Vas, and Vikas. Right? So now you want to get employee details ordered by their salary descending. So that means highest salaried person should come first. Right? So now for that, what we need to do? Select star from employee, order by pay descending. So the highest salaried person will come first. So Sam has the highest salary, 86,000. Then because 85, and the least salary for was. Right? In the same fashion, city also. So you can actually make city or employee ID or date of birth, order by date of birth, ascending or descending. Right? You can actually do that. Okay. Yeah. So these are of simple things which actually can make to issue simple queries to our database and get the data. So let me tell you about limit actually. So when I say select star from employee, I am getting 8 records. So sometimes you may be having more records, right? Now you can actually limit these records. So let me tell you, select star from employee, limit, I want 5 records only. Now you can actually see only 5 records. Of course, our database is not so big. The limit may not be so effective actually, right? Whenever your database is so big, then you will understand the importance of this particular limit. Okay, so for example, we have other database also, right? So let me actually show you the databases. 2 databases, I have the world database. Now let's change the world database, use world. And the world, you have so many, 3 tables actually. I have shown you already. There is a city table actually, right? So now let's say select star from city. Select star from city. Now we have so many cities. So you can actually see this city is coming actually. So you have city code, city name, and its country and its district and the population. So you have 4079 rows, right? But you want to limit actually, right? So you don't want to wait for that. So you want to limit for 100 only, right? You want to see 100 records. So just you will see 100 records. And select star from city where you can actually say country code actually. So here something called country code is there. Country code equal to IND. This is India. Now we can see all Indian cities, right? Country code IND you can actually see, right? So in order to understand the fields, you know how to describe, right? So disk city, then you will actually get the structure. So country code is there, C capital and C capital, right? So 341 rows are there, but I would like to restrict them to only 100 or 50. First 50 I want to see. So I can actually use select star from city where country code equal to India, limit 50. I don't want 341 to see 50. Okay. So in fact, I can actually say order by name, right? So all those things, country code equal to India, order by name, ascending, limit 50. So I can actually see all the cities in India ordered by the city name ascending. So A will come first and Z will come last, right? Because I said only limit 50, so I can actually only see 50. So whenever you have large databases, then this limit is going to help you a lot. Okay, so this is basically about making simple query using the select command. Of course, many things are there in the select. This is just a beginning. So how to issue simple select query, and I'm just introducing where, order by, distinct and limit. There are a number of things actually, group by, having, then subqueries, then joins, and making use of the aggregate functions and etc. etc. Okay, so this simple query making, I hope you have understood. And in the coming sessions, we will discuss about many more details of select query. Thank you.